Hi girls! So it is time for my September review and haul, and I didn't get too much stuff, a little bit more than I was planning because Ulta had their 21 Days of Beauty, but not too much this month. I had a couple of products that are normally standby favorites of mine that kind of let me down, and some new products that completely wowed me. And then some products that people were bashing on that I loved, and some products that people loved that I didn't like. So it was kind of an all over the place kind of month. Something that's a little bit different this month with me is I have never been one for neutral colors. Since I can remember, despised brown in everything. Didn't matter if it was clothes, furniture, makeup, hair. I was not a brown person. I did not like brown. I never liked brown. With cutting my hair so short and dyeing it dark, which I haven't had dark hair really unless it was purple with accents of black at all, it's really kind of brought me out of my box a lot, and I've definitely been going more towards neutral, toned down makeup. I find with this dark of a blue, I can't pull off, bright blue eyeshadow and hot pink lips together anymore. It just doesn't look right as it has with the past. And it could just be that my tastes are changing. And I think that happens to everyone. Everybody says, well, you get more classic or more stylized or more chic as you get older. And I don't think it has anything to do with getting older. I think sometimes you just kind of branch out and find different things that you like. And as people, we are always evolving. So it just kind of goes with that. So I have definitely been enjoying the more toned down looks, different colors than I've ever worn before. I've really been experimenting a lot this month, so I'm super excited to share some brand new products, things that I've never tried before, different kinds of colors, and all kinds of stuff like that. So as always, I will have a list of all the products on my blog, and that link will be down in the info section. So let's get started. Okay, so I want to start off with a couple of nail products I got, and let me pull them all out. Ulta had Butter London nail polishes, buy one, get one free. Now, I'm normally not the type of person that would ever in a million years spend $14 on a nail polish. But buy one, get one free made them $7 each, and let's face it, a Sally Hansen is $5.56 anyway, so why not? I figured I'd try them out and see what I thought about them. So the colors I got are Queen Vic, which I have not tried this color yet. I originally had All Hail the Queen, which was kind of like a taupey with a lot of shimmer in it. I tweeted a pic about it a couple of weeks ago, and I did not like the color. What in the store had a very purple, kind of organic or neutral hue to it, ended up looking like really bad tan on. It was not a good color, and I guess it's not just me because the girl at Ulta said she had the same problem with that color in the store. It looked beautiful. Out in regular light on your nails, it looked awful. So I traded this one, and I have not used this one yet, but I love it because it's my traditional hot pink, but more in a berry toned down color for fall. So I think this is the great way to bring those coral, hot pink, fruit punch kind of colors into fall. So I definitely like this color, and it was actually recommended to me by the girl at Ulta. She said she loved it. This one is Victoriana, and it's kind of a teal, more on the green side than teal, with a silver shimmer. I love the shimmers in these. They're like microfine glitter. They really do change the nail polish, especially in different lights. And then I have Lady Muck, which is a very light gray blue with that same kind of silver shimmer to it. And the Full Monty, which is a full-on, deep, kind of brassy antique gold. And this is all shimmer. Now, this color I really like. I was really impressed with this color. It went on beautifully. Very opaque, especially for being a gold shimmer. I really, really like the way this color turned out. Now, like I said, Queen Vic is the only color I got that's kind of a cream color, and I have not tried this one out yet, so I can't speak for this one yet. I have tried these two out, and I have to say, for being a $14 nail polish, I expected more. These aren't even fully opaque, or as opaque as I feel they should be, with 2 coats. And they chip rather quickly without a base coat or a top coat, which I don't think should be happening for $14. I do have to say, though, they have a much different texture than any other nail polish I've tried. They have more of a gel type texture when they're set, so they do look beautiful on. I do like them, but I think for the money, you're better off going with OPI. OPI is half the price, just shy of half the price, and I think that they're a lot better in their color range. They are definitely 1 to 2 coats, completely opaque. The only thing that I would say would make these special is the shimmer that's in them. It is a microfine glitter embedded in the polish, and I really like that. But in all honesty, I think OPI is a better buy for your money, unless they have a shimmer color in one of these that you are definitely in love with. I do think Ulta has them on sale this month as well, or at least the next week. I think it's buy 2 get 1 free. So you might want to try 1 or 2 colors out, not go kind of hog wild on them, and see how you feel about them. I do think they have their ups, but I also do think that for the price they should have been better. Next one I got were these Sally Hansen Hardest Nails. And the only reason I got these were they were on clearance for $1, and I figured they would be great shades to kind of bring a little bit of life to my nails in the winter when I want something pale, but I still want something that has some color to it. I don't want to do blues and grays and things like that. So I thought they'd be great like that, and they are these really fun Easter egg colors. Now these, for $1, I loved them. They do take 2 to 3 coats to get opaque, but they are very sheer, kind of gel type texture. These didn't chip on me. I had no problems with them at all, and I think they're normally only like $2. I think these are much better than the normal Sally Hansen, or the Sally Hansen Hardest Extreme Wear, I think is what they're called. Not quite up to par with the Insta-Dry, but still right up that alley. So these and the Insta-Dry are the 2 that I would suggest from Sally Hansen. And the colors I got are Heart of Stone, which I really don't understand that name. I would think that name would be like a pinkish gray, and Nailed It. So they're pretty colors, and I really do like them. Alright, next is the Hard Candy Glamouflage. Now, I've been looking for this forever. Every Walmart I ever went to, it was either sold out completely, or they didn't have my color. It came with this free little pencil or concealer, which I actually do like. I wish they made this full size, because I do rather like this. It is great for just kind of lining around your lip very easily, or if you made a little mistake on your brow, just kind of going over it and fixing it. It is fantastic for those. It's even good if you just have like a tiny little freckle or something you want to cover up. It's great. The actual Glamouflage, I wanted it forever. I'd heard great things about it, and then all of a sudden I started hearing really bad things about it. I still wanted to try it. It was only $5, and I'm so glad that I did. This stuff is amazing. It is a more pigmented form of the Maybelline double-ended one that I reviewed a few months ago. You need just the teeniest amount. I mean, an amount probably, I'm trying to even see, the size of the star on my nail. So if you can even see how tiny that is, will cover up under my eyes, around my nose, around my lips to perfect my lips, any spots, all my freckles, everything. Just the tiniest amount. I actually find that I get too much out of this. I have to put it on the back of my hand or my finger, because I will have too much, and it's so hard to just get the teeniest amount of this. I really love this. It does kind of seem like it has an oily texture, but I haven't had any problems with it smearing or not setting or breaking me out or anything like that. So I think it's just kind of the formula. I don't think it affects it any. So I think for $5, this is an amazing deal. I really love it. Next is another thing I got from Ulta, 21 Days of Beauty, which just killed me this month. And it's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. And it looks like this. This was on sale for $9, which was honestly the only reason I bought it. I wanted to give it a shot. I really like this stuff. I really honestly do feel that this is worth the $18 or $19 that it normally costs. And when this runs out, you bet your butt I'm going to go out and buy another tube. You need the teeniest amount of this, just a very, very, very small smidgen of this. I have not found any creasing or anything like that. You do have to work rather quickly on it, so I don't suggest doing both eyes and then trying to put on whatever you're trying to put on. I suggest doing one and then doing the other. I didn't have a problem with blending, anything like that. Now, the things that I've tried to use this for so far is glitter. Obviously, worked wonderfully, didn't crease, didn't leave them all caked up, nothing, no problems. Left a very nice thin layer of glitter, exactly what you want. I've tried this with trickier eyeshadows. I have in one of my Wet n Wild palettes, there's a very shimmery, sparkly purple. That is a beautiful color in pan, but it never transfers like that to my eye. It always just kind of washes out. I put a little bit of this on and just pressed it into it. It was as beautiful it was in the pan, had that beautiful glittery shimmer to it. So I also think this would be great if you're a fan of glitter shadows like Uzi from Urban Decay. I think it will work great for that. I've also tried it with pigments. I did all my eye makeup and then just put a little bit in the corner, took a very bright blue pigment and pressed it into the corner, into my little V. Came out beautifully, very vivid, very bright, blended out just fine. So this goes, as long as you pat it, you can't rub it, but as long as you pat it, you can put this over eyeshadow just as easily as you can do it on its own or as a first step. So I highly, highly suggest this stuff. I'm totally in love with it. Next thing I got was this Jordana Lip Out Loud in ASAP. I purely got this because I was overlooking at nail polishes and I saw this reflective mirror gloss. And that's what it is. It's just a pink, multi-tonal, kind of pink and gold, kind of glittery gloss. It is a bit sticky, which, as I've said before, I don't really mind. And it is very shiny, very glittery. It lasts okay. It's not too great, but it's not too bad either. So all in all, for the price, I would definitely go pick this up in this color. It's ASAP. Just the color it gives you is so well worth it. Next is my big letdown, and I'm really upset about this. And I don't know if these are all new colors that I got and that's why they're like this, or if it's all the colors now, but Ulta reformulated their eyeshadows. They have new packaging, new formula, and I have to say I hate it. It is awful. I got some beautiful colors. This is Electric Lights. So, beautiful color. Swatches okay. Doesn't transfer. Same thing with Organza. Beautiful, like rosy bronze. Just doesn't transfer. Like, there is nothing there. And I got Toast, which is kind of like this coppery brownish color. That one swatches okay, but doesn't really transfer. So I've been a really big fan of Ulta's eyeshadows for a long time. I have quite a few of them. One of my standbys, Twilight, like that is one of my favorite colors. I did swatch all these with the little testers before I bought them. They all swatched fine. They were creamy. They were beautiful, like the ones that I'm used to. But these ones just don't stand up. I'm going to do a little more research, buy a couple of colors that I already own, and see if it's just the new colors or if it's the new formula is just no good. But these colors do not transfer the way the old ones do, and I'm really disappointed in them. I also bought a couple of the Color Icon Wet n Wild singles. I bought Nutty, which is kind of an illusion because this is kind of like a medium tone brown with kind of, I don't know, some kind of sheen to it, but it transfers and it gets a little bit of a coppery red tone to it. So, but it's still all in all a pretty color. It has a pretty like purplish undertone to it. And I got Kitten. Now I was laughing because I have quite a few Kitten eyeshadows and they're all either light pinks or beiges or, you know, light tans, kind of light fleshy tone colors. This is purple. Who would have guessed? But this transfers beautifully. It is a perfect color if you like to do a lighter color on your lid. This is just perfect for that if you want something different. It does go on fairly light with a bit of a gold and pink kind of sheen to it, but it is just a beautiful color. It goes on much better with a brush than it does swatching. So you know on that. Alright, now I've got some more Maybelline lipsticks, and some of them were good, some of them not so much. I got some of these High Shine ones. Now this one is Fruit Punch. I had also gotten Disco Pink. It looked beautiful in the tube, but the problem is it was so sparkly and such a light pink that it looked awful. I mean, it was very, very, very sparkly and like a very pastel pink, so it did not work together. I ended up taking it back. This one is Fruit Punch. Now it is still very, very sparkly, but the color is a little bit better, and it is like a fruit punchy kind of corally pink kind of color. These, it's total crap that they're High Shine. They're not High Shine. They're sparkly and glittery. I don't see them any shinier or any glossier than any other lipstick that I own. So I think that's total crap. They're just really glittery. So I'd really watch on the colors that you get on these because they're not that great. Another one, they have their Gems collection out, and I got Rock and Fuchsia. I saw this, I had to have it. Oh my god, I was in love, in love, in love. It's this beautiful pink with a purple dual chrome to it. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. That's what color it turns out. It turns out this kind of sheer, deep pink. And it's very sheer. Like, it doesn't go on bright. It doesn't give that purple sheen off. And it's still a pretty color. It's just not what I was expecting. So I don't think I will be getting any more of these. I was going to get a lot of them. But I want the color that's in the tube, not a sheared down, toned down version of that. So I was really disappointed with those. Then I got a couple of normal colors. Like I said, I've been toning down my look, so I needed a nude lipstick. I hate nude lipsticks. I don't want my lips to look flesh toned. I don't want my lips to look light pink. I don't want my lips to look weird, basically. I don't want it to look like I put concealer on my lips. So I saw Max Snob, and it was close to a color I would like, so I looked up dupes for it, because normally dupes tend to be a little bit one color or another from the actual shade. And I saw Make Me Pink from Maybelline, and I love this color. This is the perfect nude lipstick for me. It's just a very light, dusty rose with a little bit of beige to it. Absolutely love this color. It looks fantastic on any kind of, this goes with any look. So even if you're doing light eyes and light lips, or really dark eyes and light lips, or however you want to do it, I love this color. I'm actually going to go buy a backup for it next time they go on sale, because I have been using it a lot. I really like it. And then, just because they were buy one, get one free, I had to get another one. I wasn't sure what I wanted. I've only worn this one like twice, and this is Peachy Scene. And I figured it was kind of another light neutral. I'd give it a try. I do like it, but it is a bit orange for my skin tone. It's a little bit too peach. So if you have a very fair light skin tone and you get this, I highly suggest lining your lips with more of a rosy pink sort of lip liner. I think it's called Love. Oops, knocked a bunch of stuff over. Love from Prestige goes great with this. I'll just kind of It just warms it up just enough so that it doesn't look odd on really light skin tones. So all in all, a good color, but not a color I find myself wearing all that often. Maybe next spring or summer I'll wear it more often. Right now I just don't see it happening. Okay, so last thing for the big finale is Pressworthy Pink Blush from Maybelline. And I am in love with this color. I looked for it for months after I saw it in Emily Noel's video, and it is just I would say it's tied as my favorite blush with Heartbreaker. I absolutely love this. I do want to go buy back up because it is limited edition, and it took me so long to find this one, but it is just the perfect pink blush. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's light pink. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it, but not enough that it gets on my nerves. And I actually think for once the shimmer actually enhances it instead of takes away from it like most blushes. I am in love with this color, and I highly suggest if you are fair to like light medium skin tone, you go find this and pick it up. Buy double because you are going to love it so much. It's just phenomenal. It goes on great, blends great. It goes with everything. It is an excellent color. Now, last is the Tarte High Performance Natural Soft and Smoky Limited Edition Color Collection, which as soon as I saw this in the Ulta ad, I knew I had to have it. Now, I was a tad bit disappointed because the colors were a little bit off from the picture. Based off of the picture, I expected, this is a little bit more accurate color, but I expect this to be a little bit more gray and this to be a little bit more gray, and this to be a tad bit darker than what I actually got. But all in all, I still love it. As I said, I'm new to neutrals, so I wanted to get a palette that had just a couple of neutrals that I could work with. It wasn't a whole wide range, so I just could kind of feel them out, see what I thought, see if I liked wearing neutrals and everything like that, because honestly the only neutrals I have are in my e.l.f. palette. That's really about it. So these are the colors, and they are phenomenal. They are creamy, they are pigmented, they blend without getting muddy or without disappearing, even though they're kind of shiny. Even the matte brown just goes on like a dream. I did it according to their little chart in the back one day. Loved the outcome. I think this is a great palette to just throw in a travel bag and be good to go. Honestly, this whole set almost is good to throw in a travel bag and be good to go. So I cannot say enough good things about this. I absolutely love it. It does, even though it just has the tiniest magnet, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there goes the insert. The tiniest magnet, it holds very securely. So I was really surprised. I saw that tiny magnet and I was like, oh my god, this thing is just going to be all over the place. No, it holds great. I'm not holding the base, I'm just holding the top. It's beautiful. The packaging is nice. It's sleek. And I love this palette. Now the brush, I was kind of disappointed when I saw the brush because these are not the kind of brushes I like. It has a very large oval, semi-fluffy shader brush on one side, and then one of those domed little blending, smudgy brushes on the other. I've never liked these. I've gotten quite a few of these in sets and I've never cared for them. For some reason, I don't know if it's the fibers or the density or the shape or what it is, this one works well. It blends very well, very easily. It doesn't irritate your eye. It doesn't push too hard. It doesn't totally like smear crap everywhere or leave you with blank spots. This is the best little dome brush like this I've ever seen. And this, I thought it was going to be way too big, but it is a little bit tapered. It pushes shadow on nicely. It blends beautifully in your crease. I mean, let's see if I can get this. See how flexible it is? It's just, it is all in all a beautiful brush. Once again, only downside to this brush is it's double-ended. We all know that double-ended brushes are a problem for me. But for being disappointed when I saw it, I'm absolutely in love with this brush. And this brush and this palette, beautiful together. You can get a complete look with very minimal stuff and very minimal effort, and it looks very glamorous, very high profile, it's wonderful. I can't say enough about it. Now, the other things that came in the set, I wasn't too concerned about, in all honesty. The Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush, I was excited to try. I wanted to try it before until I saw the price and the colors, and I was like, no. This is called Wonder, and I don't really care for it. The blush itself is fine. It's way too shimmery. I mean, very, very shimmery, and it's very much so on like the orange side. I mean, do you see how shimmery that is? It's just ridiculous. And it's like very, very apricot almost. So I don't care for it. It blends nice, it goes on nice, it, is very pigmented. I just don't care for the color or the shine, in all honesty. It came with the Tarte Emphasize. I have not used this yet, so I can't really go into too much detail about it. I know normally I always try to use everything. I never got around to using this month. I can say though, these were all full sizes, and I know these go for like $18 or $19, and this seems kind of small for that price, and especially compared to like the Stila smudge sticks and stuff like that. This seemed kind of tiny. So I don't think it's worth the price to buy it on its own. It came with the Tarte lip gloss in, what is this? The Vitamin Infused lip gloss in Serenity. It's kind of like a neutral brownish pink color. It's a good gloss. It has the little brush, which I don't really care for the brushes because I find that they tend to get messed up. It's a good neutral color. It is a little bit goopy, I guess would be the way to explain it. And it's a cream gloss. It's fairly nice. It lasts a decent amount of time, not that long, but I would say probably 3, maybe 4 hours. Smells nice, goes on okay. Can't say anything negative about it, but I can't rave about it either. And last is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, which everybody raves about this. I tried it like twice. I didn't care for it that much. It's one of those ones that, even though I have very nice lashes, I very rarely have to wear false lashes with the right mascara. This made them seem like I had a million little tiny itty bitty lashes that were like this long, itty bitty. I didn't really care for that. I don't care for the way it looks. Now I guess if you have sparse, very, very long lashes and you want that type of look, it'll work for you. But I honestly think that the Black Drama Falsies is a much, much better mascara than this. Gives me much more the effect that I care for than this does. So I guess this is good for like minimalist makeup or maybe office makeup. But all in all, wasn't that impressed. And then I also got 2 free gifts, which I haven't used either, and there is a reason for it. And it's the Deluxe Lip Surgent Lip Tint in Moody and the Deluxe Mineral Bronzer in Park Avenue Princess. Now, the bronzer is a little bit coppery and way too shimmery for me to actually use on my face. Like, it's just, you cannot use this as a contour or anything like that. I think if you're more in the olive skin tone, you might be able to use it as a blush. But outside of that, I find it kind of useless. Unless I'm going for just the most natural look ever, and then I would have to use it very, very sparingly because of the copper tone to it. The Lip Surgents, I've used these before. I didn't care for them that much. I actually ended up returning it. They're just like these big jumbo lip tint crayons. I didn't find that they lasted that long. I found that they didn't go on very opaque. They're very, I guess, very sheer. If you try to layer them to get them a little bit more opaque, they tend to smear. And I didn't find that they lasted all that long. So, would I say I'm going to get rid of it since it was a free gift? No, I'm not. But am I on the mood to go buy a bunch of these? No, not really. but the color is fairly nice for a nice kind of brownish berry color for fall. It's not bad, but it's not great either. And so all in all, my favorites out of the set are definitely the brush and the eyeshadows. I definitely will pick up more of those. As far as all the other stuff, most of it's not bad, but it's not great either, so I really wouldn't waste my money. So that's everything for this month. I hope you girls enjoyed. I do have a lot of Revlon and Maybelline stuff coming from Ulta from it being 40% off. And I do think that's pretty much going to be everything that's in next month's video. I'm really trying to scale back my makeup spending, especially since I need like fall clothes, I need new boots. Obviously you guys saw the condition of my old ones, and a couple of sweaters and stuff. So next month's probably going to be all drugstore, probably all Revlon and Maybelline. So that's all. I'll see you girls next time, and have a great night.